it's the 4 in a row round. An individual round is just each candidate against the clock. There are 3 of them left here, but only 2 will go into the final. John, you were the first into this particular round. There are the categories available to you: the Mediterranean, transport, literature, and cowboys. Which category, John?
I think I'll take transport this time.
Transport. All right, John, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round on transport? Yesterday's defeated finalist. Can you go further today? John, you know how to play the game.
Yes.
We'll put the 40 seconds on the clock for you now. You'll have all those 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row or to do your best. John, on transport, your time starts now. It's the tube in London, the subway in New York. What is it in Paris?
Metro.
That's correct. Apart from maps and travel guides, what's the French company Michelin famous for?
Restaurant guides.
That's correct. What name derived from Latin do we use to describe a person who travels on foot?
Pedestrian.
That's correct. The world's largest airport is the King Khalid International. What country is it in?
Saudi Arabia.
It is indeed, John. Well done, 4 in a row. Right. Oh, my goodness. And before you get excited, yes, John could have said either tires or rubber, because Michelin apparently are fairly famous for that too. Anyway, John Eriksson there from Austria, he got his 4 in a row, which leaves you, Mikhail, with the Mediterranean, literature, or cowboys. Mikhail?
I'll try my luck with cowboys.
You'll try your luck with cowboys. All right, Mikhail, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round? You know how to play the game, don't you?
Yes.
You ready to play it?
Sure.
Sure, OK. Mikhail, we'll put the 40 seconds on the clock for you now on the subject of cowboys. You'll have the full 40 seconds to answer correctly 4 in a row or do your best and be credited with your highest score. Mikhail, on cowboys, your time starts now. What would a cowboy do with a Stetson?
Wear it on his head.
He would. Which singing film cowboy had a horse called Trigger?
Roy Rogers.
Correct. By which name was William F. Cody better known?
Buffalo Bill.
Correct. Which Canadian city is host to a world-famous annual rodeo?
Ontario.
No, Calgary. Name the fictional masked cowboy greeted as Kemosabe by his Indian
Lone
friend.
Ranger.
The Lone Ranger is correct. What do cowboys carry on a chuck wagon?
Food.
That's correct. Who played the mysterious stranger Shane in the 1953 film?
Kirk Douglas.
No, Alan Ladd. Name the star and director of The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Clint Eastwood.
Is correct. By what youthful nickname was the notorious gunfighter William H. Oh, I'm sorry, Mikhail. William H. Bonney known. You would have known it was Billy the Kid. You didn't make it before you got up to 3. Thank you, Mikhail. Right, Mervyn Henry from Bangor in County Down. That leaves you with the Mediterranean or literature. Mervyn, which one will it be?
I'll try the Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean. Mervyn, will you come and join me here, please, for your solo round? Are you relaxed and enjoying yourself?
I'm relaxed.
Are you suggesting you're not enjoying yourself? Mervyn, have you been on telly or on quiz programs before? No? Good experience. And it is, in the end of the day, it's a quiz program. Anyway, Mervyn, you've picked the Mediterranean. Let me explain to you that if you get 4 in a row, you're in that final with John. If you get up to 3, you're in a tiebreaker with Mikhail. 2 or 1, well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow anyway. Mervyn Henry from Bangor in County Down, you're ready to play 4 in a row, OK? We'll put those 40 seconds on the clock for you, all the 40 seconds, to do your best. And on the Mediterranean, your time starts now. Which islands lying between Sicily and Tunisia were awarded the George Cross, Britain's highest civilian decoration for bravery? Malta is correct. Which language is spoken by the majority of the population of Cyprus?
English.
No, Greek. The Dardanelles Strait, Sea of Marmara, and the Bosporus separate the Mediterranean from which sea?
Black Sea.
Correct. Which great city of ancient times, founded by the Phoenicians, is now a suburb of Tunis?
Carthage.
That's correct. Haifa is the principal port of which country?
Israel.
That's correct. The northeast corner of which popular Greek tourist isle lies just off the Albanian coast?
Corfu.
Is correct. Well done indeed. That takes you to 4. Well done, Mervyn. My goodness. All right, that means that if we look at the scores, we see we have 2 gentlemen on 4. They'll be in the final, I'll tell you in a moment. But today, again, we have to say goodbye to Mikhail. Hard luck, but you've got plenty of chances tomorrow. Mikhail, we'll see you then. It means that John on 4 and Mervyn on 4. It's Austria versus Northern Ireland. Gentlemen, you're in the final of today's Going for Gold. Come with me. Right, here it is, today's final on Going for Gold, and once again, John Eriksson from Austria is here with us. This time he's up against Mervyn Henry from Northern Ireland. All right? Well, John defeated finalists yesterday.
Yes, well,
how about it?
Well, it's just for fun, so I hope I enjoy it.
Good man yourself. Yeah. You've twigged that this is a game, John. Excellent, a quiz programme. Well done, John. That's the stuff, John. Mervyn, what about yourself?
My first time here.
Your first time here. He is a formidable opponent, I warn you, but I can
Yes.
tell you, these guys from Bangor in County Down, I know them. Slow and silent goes far in the day. Don't you worry about them. Let me explain to you just again, in case you've been living on Mars for the last 3 or 4 months, how the last final on Going for Gold works. I'm going to ask a question which progressively gets easier, and a contestant may buzz in, but only when it's their round. When it's their turn. Now, for example, John, you got into this round first, so the first decision is going to be able to be yours. You can buzz in, you see there, when the clock is in the big 4 zone. Then, as it goes down gradually, just about there, you lose control. It goes over to Mervyn. He loses control, back again to you, and finally in the 1 zone, down and back to Mervyn again. Okay, now, as I said, John, you got into the round first, so the first decision is up to John Ericsson. The first subject, I can tell you, is the cinema, and there's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. All right, on the cinema, will you play or pass?
I'll play.
You'll play, all right, and remember that you need 9 points to win the game, and you can buzz in only when it's your turn. On the subject of the cinema, time starts now. I was born in 1936 and raised in Palm Beach, Florida, where my father was the police chief. I won a football scholarship to Florida State University, but dropped out and went to New York in 1955. In 1972, I became the first ever nude male centerfold in Cosmopolitan. I'm famous for my... John.
Burt Reynolds.
Pardon?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds is the correct answer. In that 2 zone. Right, Mervyn, that means that because John has actually got a score on the board, 2 points, you're now playing catch-up. Okay, the subject is literature. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On literature, Mervyn, play or pass?
I'll pass.
You will pass literature over to John Ericsson from Austria on the score of 2, needing 9 to win. John, your time starts now. Born in South Africa in 1892, I was educated at Oxford, later becoming a professor of Anglo-Saxon and English. My scholarly works include an edition of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. I achieved fame for an epic trilogy set in the mythical past, but whilst working on it, I wrote The Hobbit as an introduction to it. John?
Tolkien.
Tolkien is the correct answer. Well done. Again in that 2 zone. And that takes you to 4. It means yet again, Mervyn, you're playing catch-up. The subject is geography. There's a clue on the screen for you watching at home. On geography, Mervyn Taylor from Bangor in Northern Ireland. Play or pass?
I'll play.
You will play on the subject of geography. Good man. You're not yet off the mark. You have 4 to catch up on. You need 9 to win the game on geography. Your time starts now. I am a long and narrow landlocked country in southeastern Africa. I am bordered by Zambia, Mozambique and Tanzania, and my capital city is Lilongwe. My most prominent physical... John?
Malawi.
Malawi is the correct answer for a man who's travelled the world. Yes. Answered in the 3 zone, takes him to 7. I know what you were doing, Mervyn. You know about geography with this man. He's been in 54 countries. You had to have a go there, and it was hard luck that you got out of it. All right, it still means, Mervyn, that you're playing catch-up. The subject is Hollywood. The clue on the screen for you watching at home on Hollywood, Mervyn, play or pass?
I think I must play.
You think you must play on Hollywood? Fair enough. On the subject of Hollywood, your time starts now. I was born in England in 1935 and began my musical career as a choir boy. I attended Oxford University and became an accomplished jazz pianist. I came to public notice in a comic review. Following a successful career as part of a comedy double act, I pursued a solo career as a Hollywood actor. I achieved great success in Foul Play 10 and an Oscar nomination for Arthur. John?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
You're out of your time, which means that Mervyn, in the time left at your disposal, you have control of the game, and time continues now. An Oscar nomination for...
Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore is the correct answer. You're off the mark, Mervyn. Oh, it gets very tricky on Going for Gold when you're just down at that last little 1 zone. Anyway, you got off the mark, Mervyn. You're still playing catch-up. The subject is on the card, food and drink. On the screen, the clue for you watching at home on food and drink, Mervyn, play or pass?
I'll pass.
You will pass on food and drink to John Ericsson from Austria, who needs 2 points to win this game, and his time starts now. I am an alcoholic beverage produced in the Charente and Charente-Maritime department of France. According to French law, I have to be made from a specific variety of grape, distilled twice and aged in Limousin oak.
Champagne.
Is not the correct answer, which means, John, that you have control of the game again, and your time continues now. My age is indicated by certain words or symbols. For example, 3 star means I am 2 years old. I am a type of brandy beginning with C, and I'm out of time, I'm afraid. Neither Northern Ireland nor Austria are very well up on the cognac. That still means that, Mervyn, you on 1 point are playing catch-up to John Ericsson's 7 from Austria. The subject is pop culture. There's a clue on the screen for you pop culture fans at home. Mervyn.
I play.
Mervyn, you're chuckling about pop culture. I can't say that I blame you. Never mind. Mervyn, the best of luck to you on pop culture. Your time starts now. I was born in Tupelo, Mississippi in 1935, one of twins. At the age of 13, my family moved to Memphis, Tennessee. I started recording in the early 50s in the Sun Studios. John.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley is the correct answer. Ah, well done. That means you've got 10 points and you're today's winner. Well done, John Ericsson from Austria.
Thank you.
Well done, a sporting gesture there. And that means that John Ericsson is not only today's winner, he's into the heat final later on this week. You're in the heat final. And you've got this lovely memento, which is exclusive to winning contestants on Going for Gold. John from Austria, well played, sir. Well done. Deserves a round of applause. So, we say goodbye to Mervyn Henry from Bangor in County Down in Northern Ireland, but only for today, of course, because he'll be joining us again tomorrow when all those other contestants on Going for Gold who haven't made it quite this far, or to 4 in a row, or to the buzz around, will be here with me. Europeans, led by yours truly, Going for Gold. We'll see you then. OK, well done.
So, what do pro wrestlers get up to backstage? There's exclusive action, plus the odd bit of gossip on TNA Explosion tonight at 11.